Hello, visionary entrepreneurs, life changers. Welcome back to our Momentum Monday. Today is our episode 150. I'm now live inside of our Facebook group, Abundant Entrepreneurs. Some of you may be watching this from our YouTube channel, from a replay, our Abundance channel. So welcome to subscribe to it so you can keep receiving our great new episode every week. So Momentum Monday. Today our topic is about become your own first creator. So I know some of you, maybe you are a faithful person like me, and some of you maybe say that our first creator is God, right? Yes, God is our first creator, very first, and that's like create every one of us and all this earth and all the existing things, right? And things including like a sane or unsane. But no matter if you are a faithful person, religious person, or without any kind of a like how to say belief or religion or faith, it's totally fine. But here we want today focusing on, you are already here, right? Our life is already here. Some of you maybe think that, oh, my parents created me maybe without a purpose, without even like a intention. And some of us maybe, we were born either like brought to this earth by accident or by whatever, just like an unplanned thing. Doesn't matter. The most important thing is now we are here as an existing life. This life now it's in our own hands. How could we create it? Create it in a way we really desire and want. So recently I've been reading a book by Dr. Stephen Covey about actually it's with me now, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It's a very, very great book. Initially, very thick, over 400 pages. And it's not very easy, right, to quickly get into it. But once you really focusing on the wisdom you can learn from it, and then you get more like, oh, okay, great, quite some great golden nuggets. Reading is really a great way, I would say. Reading and especially learning from those masters, great people, great thoughts, wisdom, from all these kind of writers. They also accumulated knowledge and wisdom from their preceders, right? Like our ancestors from all those great minds, and accumulated all this kind of knowledge, wisdom, like inspirations, and accumulated in different great books, and choose those ones that are great and inspirational and also empowering. That's wonderful for our growth and for our enrichment. So today I would say, like, recently my great inspirations is really like especially I was impressed by his saying that all things are created twice. Initially I said, why everything's are created twice, why? So after I read it, oh, okay, yeah, it actually sounds very familiar, but it's just like saying is different, right? We all know that before anything get into existence, it's planned first, right? For example, now I'm in my bedroom. I can see, this. I'm now in my house, looking into my, cross the street other houses, all different in a great, famous Forest Hills community in Queens, New York. It's a beautiful, over 100 years prestigious community. Every house, almost every house, like we often walk around this community. We are amazed, so many houses, right? Like hundreds of thousands of houses. No one, no two of them are the same. They all have, some maybe a little bit similar, but they have their uniqueness. Everyone has their own birthmark. So that's why we love this community over 100 years. But now, those developers, they want to make things easier, right? It's like everything is just like a copy. And then when you go to Florida, some community, quite some many houses are the same. And especially if you go to apartment buildings, right? It's just like everything's the same. Like, a little bit boring, but it's still like created, right? So every one of those beautiful houses, they had their like blueprint. Before the house is built, right? There must be a designer to design it, an architect to design it, and they have a blueprint to create it. So I'm now inside of my house on the third floor. I'm on the, this is my second floor actually. The third floor is above me. So I'm wondering, okay, so this one created it because someone, the architect, the designer, those are great people hundreds of years ago, they designed it. They put first in their mind, and then they put it onto their blueprint onto the paper, right? The draw it, the print it, and they put it into the construction people to build it. You know, it's a great effort. I'm so grateful that we are now enjoying it. And everything surrounding me, like including my bed, my let's say those maps, the furnitures, everything is created because somebody, some creator, creative persons, right? Their great minds and their thinking and their skills to put them onto some like a designing blueprint and then eventually build them, including this book, right? This great book by Dr. Stephen Covey. Before he wrote it, he must have like been thinking about it and planning for it and wrote some like draft and eventually created, right? And me, my book as well. Now it's not with me, but my book like Abundance Train. I know that process. It's been in my mind and quite some years actually, and through my life experience, and eventually we do one summer 2019 the summer, I 18 actually 2018 the summer I created, and including the cover I designed it, right? So everything, including my cell phone, everything like is designed, created by some genius minds. So as we are grateful for that, and now talk about everything's created twice before they exist, before they are put into reality. They are created first here, first in our mind. So now think about what you want to create. Many of us may be frustrated, like especially entrepreneurs, right? I know so many of our entrepreneurs, they are passionate, they have a great even purpose, and they have a great drive to, they know that they are here to serve other people, they have great gifts and talents to contribute, and they know, oh, those people have some problems, I can help them, I can contribute, right? But when it becomes to a business, and it's not so easy, and you need to know, understand how to create a business, how to do the marketing, how to create the product, how to the services, right? How to deliver, how to connect with your market, how to really even like persuade people, right? Persuade people to really become your from your like say followers to your clients, everything, like every step, and the customer services delivery, everything, right? And including just a publish a book, you need to understand how to, for example, if you publish on Amazon, you need to know how to use those their tools to publish it, right? And including design their cover. So everything, it's not so easy to make them into create like a reality. You need efforts. But before that efforts, before our actions, right? Everybody say action is important. Yes, action is super important. But before action, you need to have the map. You need to have, like Dr. Covey said, your self-awareness, your imagination, right? Your creativity and your conscience. Those things, put them first into that image. So now it's first thing very important. Like now everybody wants happiness and success, right? But how much have you been designing it? How much have you been put into like created? And like so many times, especially our entrepreneurs, like business owners, especially like at the beginning, maybe we were driven by our purpose, our passion, we had the time to think about it. But once we get into business, get into daily life, get into daily tasks, right? And or even goals, people, we sometimes just get into so much like a detail, and we get lost. We forget about our big picture, forget about, oh, what's the specific the direction we want to go, right? And we got into so many like tasks to do, all the to-do list, right, to accomplish it. And even you put those goals, you are so into it and you forget the big picture. So what we really want to create, are you creating it first in your mind? Many of us are not doing that. I know, because I know I've been in a coaching business for 15 years. Even though I had, for example, great purpose, great mission, great vision, right? And I do my vision, for example, creating my vision, even my vision board. But after a while, you may forget it, right? If you are not reviewing it every day, you may actually my personal like manifesto is exactly on my mirror. It's still sticking on my mirror, but I may sometimes forget to review it. And not every day I've been reviewing it, but every day I had a good habit is doing my abundance meditation. So every morning, every night I do my abundance meditation. I I do incantation. I repeat my like let's say my I call my manifesto, including my purpose, my vision, my mission. So I say that I'm a blessed angel. I'm coaching and transforming millions of lives. I'm abundant every day. In everything, I'm here for the abundance of all. I'm destined for greatness. I'm a blessing to the world. I am love. I am faith. I am appreciation. I am abundance. I am victory. I have abundant wealth and freedom. I love people. I love God and people. I love and serve God and people. Money loves me and serves me. I am the master of time and money. I am the goddess of abundance. So every morning I'm repeating this. It's a great empowerment, right? Great abundance and manifesto. But sometimes when I'm so much into daily activities, I may forget about this. So that's why I'm also appreciate that Dr. Covey reminded us all things are created twice, and we need first to create them in our mind. He said that in his habits, right? He introduced 7 habits, and now I'm reading the second habits. The first one is be proactive, and the second one is begin with the end in the mind. So begin with the end. I was thinking about, oh, this is a great reminder. I had my great vision. I even had my vision board. But how many times I'm reminding myself to review it, and keep reviewing it, and to keep actually imagine it. How much I have already created in my mind. So think about this house, right? It's they must have with any mistake design it and to make it like perfectly sense, and both physically and like from physics, right, from like engineering side, it must work, and every details, the designing, they cannot have any weak part. Otherwise, the workers could not build this house, right? Everything must be very detailed, measured by like how, like the lengths, the widths, everything, right? So they must have all the details. But when I'm thinking about, wow, this is a great reminder. Think about my dream, my vision, how much details I have. So I say, wow, I felt like I'm still missing quite many details, right? A lot of details inside of my creation, the first creation in my mind. So, and for example, I'm dreaming about, let's say, I have a big vision that I want to create abundant university and abundance centers. So those ones like big, beautiful. I had this even like a vision board, a big, beautiful pictures I put there. And the only imagination, the feeling I have, that's very vivid to me. It's like, for example, um, the university or the castle is at my back, and now I'm inside of the sunlight outdoor, and in the front or at the back of the university is a big let's say it's a big garden with both like trees, plants, and fruits, flowers, right? It's a garden, both flowers, fruits, and plants of a garden. And I was harvesting there. I was like a farmer in the sunlight, looking happily about my garden, and I'm harvesting there. I'm working there, and that's the most vivid image I got. I don't know how it get into my mind, but it's just like from my imagination. I was enjoying it. So that's like the best so far, the best let's say the creation in my mind, my vision, right, brought into my reality. That's it. But other things is still like weak for me. It's not much detailed designed or detailed imagined. So I said, oh, I miss. No wonder I'm still like far away from that dream, right? I need more details. I need my imagination. I need to put more time to create it first in my mind. So I'm more asking you, what's your biggest dream? How clear is that dream in your mind? Are you imagine it? Are you use your conscience, your creativity to create it every day in your mind? So that's majority time people missing. And for example, in a business as well, Dr. Covey mentioned about in business, there are two levels, right? It's like a management and a leadership. How many of us are more into the management mode? It's just like we do things, right? Keep doing. And yes, doing is super important. But then when we get into the management of our business, we forgot about the leadership. The leadership is above the management. Leadership, actually, he called it the first creation. You need that leadership to see the vision, to see the direction, to see the clear, to see what we are doing the right thing, right? Where are we on the right track? Are we doing the right things? Is that aligned with our purpose, with our vision, with our mission? And that part, majority of us, I would guarantee that, because me as the leadership person, right, I know that I'm a born leader. I'm quite a leadership person, and I'm quite a visionary as well, and I love vision, right? And I even created my vision board, my vision, like a statement, everything. My manifesto, including my purpose, my mission statement, everything. But I include my values as well. My value is very clear since 15 years ago when I started my coaching business. After I left the corporate world, started my coaching business. Before I started my coaching business, I've already clarified what's my purpose. I want to help other people fulfill their passion, their purpose, and empower them to do what they love to do and to impact many other people, right? So, and my value I clarified is like love, faith, wisdom, happiness, success. Those values still, very clear to me. But how often am I creating first in my mind my dream, the end? Like Dr. Akobi said, the end. Put the end, begin with the end in our mind. I just feel like my end is not clear yet, even though I have a vision board, even though I have a good vision, even though I had like a big drive, right? It's still not very clear. So like if you want to build your kingdom, the kingdom you start with the one house, right? Like one building. For example, in my kingdom, looks like it will be a castle. The castle for my university, Abundance University, for our regional entrepreneurs, life changers like you. Okay, so bless me for that. So, but for this castle, for this kind of universities, how many details I have? I do not have any more details so far. I know that it's like oh, okay. Well, a few times I was imagine that I put all my, for example, my value letters, my designed programs, the like starting from people's their mindset, their vision, right, their purpose, and step by step guide them into how to launch their purposeful and their profitable niche business, they're including their coaching business, their online business, right? And I have different levels of value ladder and also the programs already, but other details, it's quite still vague. How could I put all this into a university, right? I need to create that more. So now after I read that, everything has two creations. Before it become into your reality, you need to first put that end in your mind and create that in your mind. So that's, if that's not created first, how could you create that in reality? So now I feel like, oh, okay, I missed this part, right? I missed the first part to create them in my mind, in my heart as well. And Dr. Kobe also said something I'm quite impressed by, and plus some other inspirations I learned during the weekend from Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn is a Tony Robbins mentor. So Tony Robbins is my mentor, right? So now I'm learning from a mentor's mentor, and Jim Rohn has already passed, but his great mind still existing. And I'm quite impressed. I took quite some notes, like Tony Robbins, keeping notes. And I'm most impressed with some words, right? Even though I do not need to take in the notes, stick into my mind, and I still remember, and I know it will stay with me, because it's really like stimulated my thoughts, my reflection, and I was digesting it, and now I'm sharing and teaching it. So when he mentioned that success is not pursued, success is attracted, that gave me an aha moment. I said, wow, yeah, I had been, trying to pursue success, right? We're trying to pursue, even trying to pursue customers, trying to pursue our community, right? Trying to pursue our followers, trying to pursue. Since when did I change that? I just feel like, oh, okay. I was like a little concerned about the cash flow, a little concerned about the financial part, and then I was thinking more about how could I accomplish this goal and that goal. You see that trend? Then, even though I was quite a visionary person, I was quite a leadership person, and this, you know, but then I got into those management mode, those goals accomplishment mode, right? I was driven by the goals, but then I forget about the creating part, the creating first in my mind part, and lost a little bit part of my leadership, that kind of vision level. So sometimes it's quite often, it's quite natural actually, we could often lose our vision, even though we thought we are doing our vision things, but actually when you really reflect, you just realize that you get into like a management mode and action mode, which is good, but we need a time. We need to sometimes take a break time, right? Every day, actually, every day we need that time. Like I did in morning and night time. I now need to do that more consciously. Sometimes great things, if you do keep doing it, could become like a habit and routine. It's like great, but if you are not put your full consciousness and conscience and self-awareness into it, like mindfulness into it, you could you could do it just like a routine, just like what I shared with you, my incantation, right? And now because I can memorize it, it's like automatically I can repeat it, but does not mean like it's like at the as the beginning it's so related to me, right? So I was so conscious to it. So now I keep reminding myself I need to maintain my leadership vision. I should not lose myself just into management mode, into business daily work. So now even reflecting what I'm doing, right? My niche, I've been helping visionary entrepreneurs and life changers. Hopefully you are one of them, to step up for the core and stand out as confident experts and thought leaders, to impact more lives in their field. So I was thinking more and more, I was into that implementation mode. Implementation is super important, but then the balance part, I need to get, maintain my vision part, my leadership part, and without losing just into the action and implementation. So I need to help my clients first create first here before they can create in reality. Like I mentioned, that you need to first create the end, the desired end in your mind before you can create your, including that kind of a, like say that kind of end, including especially create yourself. You only when you work, your business will work. If your business is not working, that means you are not working yet. So that means we need to keep building ourselves first before we can build a successful kingdom, right? So now some of us are dreaming about our kingdoms, or about our success, about like even get nervous or get like worried about when our success could come or when our kingdom could come. And because we're in the middle, even though we make progress, we do not realize that, right? We ignore it. We are not appreciate enough about it, every step progress, because we are in a journey. Sometimes we ignore those small tiny progresses. We just think, oh, why I'm still here, why I'm stucking, why I'm not successful, right? We always look at the destiny. We forgot about the journey. So now the more important thing is like how you can create yourself, create your end in your mind, create your kingdom in your mind before it can be created in reality. So that's a great aha to me, right? That kind of a success is not pursued, it's attracted. It's attracted. And Dr. Jim Rohn also said something very great and impressive. He said, he reminded us about the Zig Ziglar's saying, like when you help enough people to let's say, how is that exact words? He said when you help enough people to get what they want, you will get everything you want. You see, he reminded us to say that everything you want, but you need first to help enough people to get what they want. So Mr. Jim Rohn reminded us to serve many people, to serve, to find a way, the best way for you to serve. So our focus should focus on creating ourselves and focusing on the serving part, instead of just focusing on pursuing, right? Or focusing on how could we just get success, how to really like pursue success, how we could like just meet those goals, right? Instead, we should really focusing on ourselves first and focusing on find that right way to serve people. So I was thinking, oh, what's my best way to serve many people, right? I listed those ways after I listened to his video. So I was like, okay, the ways I love, I think it can serve many people, right? Through the speaking, through the like writing, through my connection with people, through my sharing, right? And now I need to be more, let's say, disciplined for everyday sharing, because now my sharing is not just for like a content marketing, it's not just for get clients or get like followers. It's sharing way, it's sharing my inspirations, my, let's say, empowerment, right? Inspirations, my wisdom, like my learning, everything I got. If I share, now I'm sharing, I'm helping, I'm serving. So this is one of the best ways, and through my coaching, right? Through my, of course, my coaching, and also through my like networking, through building up connections and bridging people together, and that could also helping people to just like through my best way to helping them. And also thinking about I love gifts, right? How could in the future I could have my gifts store is for abundance gifts. I even have some great ideas. So those gifts I love, and that will really, really enrich people's lives and bring them both health and also like a physical and mental and health and emotional health as well. And those ones will with blessing will bring people joy, bring happiness, joy, and celebration and gratitude into her life, abundance into her life. So I was imagining those things, right? The best ways I could serve many. But then I need to put them into more into a creation into my mind, right? Before they can become reality. So, and the serving part, and after I list those, I'm thinking about that. Now every week I'm almost just doing one Momentum Monday live speaking here. I could do more, right? I could do more. I say I do not necessarily need like dozens of minutes. I know normally my Momentum Monday is about 1 hour. Within sometimes a little bit within 1 hour, sometimes over 1 hour, but around 1 hour. It's a long message. But why couldn't I every day have some great inspirations? I could shoot a short video just to share and to inspire people, right? I just need more discipline to do things. And also I'm quite impressed. I remember who said, okay, Jim Rohn said this, something similar to like success is awarded to those people who deserve it. Oh my god, this word caught me as well. I said, gosh, deserve it. So I asked myself, do you feel like you fully deserve the success you want? This brought me back to my ground. I said, God, yeah, I don't feel like I fully deserve that big dream yet, because I have not put all myself in yet. So now I need to first create myself, keep creating myself every day. I'm happy that since last year, every day I've been not 100% every day, but the majority 90%, over 90% every day I'm reading. So now this is like over dozens of books. I still have so many great books to read, right? So at least I'm quite committed to this. Let's keep enriching myself, good books and great mentors now because of videos, right? We have great videos. And now better than ever, we have all these great free resources. Think about dozens of years ago. Tony Robbins had to invest thousands of dollars. That's almost like beyond at the beginning when he was just 17 years old, right? Dreaming out of a home, poor like a family background, only a single mom, and he had no money as a janitor, and he had to get a loan. And that's a very interesting story. He had to go to the bank to get a loan for his personal development. I'm proud of myself that in recent years I've already been investing over $250,000 in myself and also my business growth, right? So that's a great investment. I'm on the right track. I know that. But for the deserving part, I'm thinking that God, I'm dreaming that big, that high. But my actions and my implementations, including my creating, right, my creating part of myself, It's not matching that level of success I'm dreaming about. So that's a great wisdom, right? We need to remember success is awarded to people who deserve it. Remember that, awarded. It's not, it's similar to that, it's not pursued, it's attracted. When you put that efforts into it, when you had that like great dream, you keep creating it in your mind and in the reality, put that full efforts, put all yourself in. You do not need to even worry about success, you do not even worry about the results, right? When you focus on the service, focus on serving people, focus on helping enough people get there what they want, success will be blessed and to award it and be attracted to you. So that's a big part for me. That's a great inspiration. I feel like this past week, a whole week, I've been thinking about it, because so many of us, we have been in that pursuing mode, pursuing, chasing, like chasing, right? And that's a reason to get us into that kind of worry and into that kind of a stress sometimes, and depression, and sometimes frustration, right? Like because we've been pursuing and we have not got it, and so you will feel like frustrated, right? Because you wish for it and you won't get it, and you put some efforts there, but it's not there yet. You feel like a failure, you feel like a frustration, you feel like why it's working for other people but it's not working for me. You feel like, oh, life is unfair, I'm unlucky, da 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 da, blah 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 blah, right? And but when you had this epiphany that success is really attracted, it's awarded to people who deserve it, and we need to focus on serving enough people to get what they want before we think about, before even things will be awarded to us, right? We do not need to worry about it at all. So that's a big relief and a big aha moment to me. I hope this is inspiration to you as well. So that could, wherever you are, you feel like stuck in, you feel like a frustration, right? You feel like failure, you feel like a heartbroken, all these kind of things. Believe that, believe that it's just because of your focus was wrong before. Well, focus now, focus on ourselves. Like, oh yeah, Jim Rohn's message: focus on yourself. Now it's time to focus on creating yourself. Do not worry about, oh, how many customers I can get, how much money I can earn, right? So because we did this survey into our like abundant entrepreneurs community, actually I know similar to any kind of other communities, everybody's like, now the society's internet or all the social media, right? You can see that trend, you can see that kind of a pressure. It's so obvious, everybody's wanting to earn more money, everybody's wanting to get more like impact, everybody wants to get more like a reputation, everybody wants to make more impression, everybody wants to just grab impression, whatever. It's just like everybody is thinking, worrying about, is more like worrying about what they can get from this, instead of focusing on developing ourselves, making ourselves even better and greater, and focusing on the serving part, how we could contribute our values, our gifts, our passion, our energy, right? All this it's really like a serve, that kind of serve mode, not so much. I feel that's like the whole world, the whole social media is just like even though you cannot say that, like it's quite obvious, it's just like yelling at, oh, making more money, oh, I want to become famous, right? Everybody, even those teenagers, like my daughter, all those teenagers, they want to be a YouTuber. Why? Because they want to become famous, they want to get, I do not blame them. Like when I was a little girl, maybe I also want that, right? Because we are not mature, we were not wise enough. They want to be, because everybody wants to get attention, wants to get famous, wants to have that kind of state, have like impact, have money, have become rich, right? Have money, and everybody wants that. Even you do not need to teach them. Everybody have that natural desires. But once you get learn more wisdom, you understand those things. Oh, sounds like everybody, some people, right, easily get it. Oh, life is unfair. Like for example, those pretty ones, or those ones who know how to use those ways to get to get what they want. Some people even use the illegal way or quick way, like a shortcut way to get what they want. Not a very ethical way, right? So like now the society's trend is like that. But once we really focusing on ourselves, focus on the true assets we have. That's ourselves, right? Our gifts, our talents, our blessings, all inside of ourselves. We need to reveal that. We need that's our part of our biggest purpose is like serving other people. Like I put three parts of my purpose. Is one is love myself abundantly, right? Second part is love others unconditionally. And the third one is really give my gifts to this world, contribute my gifts to serve other people. To that's just like fulfill myself, right? Fulfill my life's purpose, fulfill my life's meaning and value here. So that's the three parts of our common, shared, big purpose. Now, getting back to focusing on ourselves, what you can create. I would encourage you today, right, to think about, remind yourself that whenever you realize that you are more into like anxiety, into that kind of management mode, remind yourself now it's time to take a short break and take the break you need. Get back to your vision, get back to your leadership mode, your personal leadership, okay? Not necessary, leadership is not necessarily need other people. Leadership is first own yourself, to really own yourself, right? To create yourself first. That's also a leadership, the number one leadership you need in your personal life. And to focus on yourself, develop yourself, create yourself. Like Tony Robbins, I love his said, Tony Robbins, like a brand, right? Tony Robbins, a famous brand, his name representing him, who he is, what he contributed to this world. So he said, I created Tony Robbins. It's now like me, I am creating Spring Zheng. How about you? You can say that your name, right? You say, I am creating, and say your name. Every day, remind yourself whenever you feel like stressed and frustrated and feel like you are so eager just to focus on those goals and results, remind yourself that you need your leadership time. You need your personal time. You need focusing on yourself, to creating yourself time, to and also for your kingdom, for your success, the success you define, right? Whatever you define the best success for you, things that you will feel like fulfillment. Define that. And then every day remind yourself you need to create that success, that kingdom in your mind first before it could be like realistically like exist in this world. Okay, so that's today's message. And for myself, my commitment is now every day, morning and night, I will be more consciously do my abundant meditation and incantation, right? And also visualization. I will put more vision time, visualization time, and leadership time into creating my dream, creating my end, creating what's my most desired end. I need to create more in my mind before I could see that in the reality. So now I understand that. If I have not seen that result yet, that's because I have not created here clearly yet. So the universe could not help you manifest things you are unclear, right? Even we get back to this like a basic principles about law of attraction. If you want to attract something, you need to first have that in your mind and in your heart as well, actually. In your mind and in your heart, create it and desire for it, wish for it, and then put action on it. If that blueprint, that vision is not clear, how could you create that in the reality? So that's for today. Okay, so everyone, and by the way, this Thursday, we will still have our masterclass, launch your profitable and impactful coaching business in 90 days. But I would remind myself as well and also our audience as well. Now our masterclass is not just about implementation. It's not just about concepts, right? It's more helping you. Like all my coaching is like this. This is a great reminder for me to re-emphasize that. My coaching is different from those other majority other coaches. Even from those like let's say our masters, my mentors, their coaching is great. They coach majority time on your mindset, on your mind, on your mindset, and then they have their team to help you to do the implementation. My coaching hand in hand, and many other coaches, by the way. Some, I would say, like different levels of coaches, right? Good coaches and great coaches. Good coaches will hold you accountable, will help you to accomplish your goals every week, will remind you your goals and helping you accomplish that. Great coaches will coach you to first develop yourself, and that's what I actually combine together, because like mentors, they do not have personal time to help you to implement, so they focus on the mindset, and that's very like it's a great smart part. My coaching, I first helping you, focusing on transforming yourself, focus on you to dig out your assets, your secrets, your, like I call like a seven secrets of your secret resource, your secret assets. That's your assets. You create that seven secrets, and that's your secret weapon and your gifts as well, to reveal your gifts into tangible things that you can use in your business. And then from there we build your business. So both um, both intangible and tangible, both mindset and implementation combined together. So both creations, right? Remember, all things are created twice. So first creation in your mind, your vision, your leadership will help you, empower you to take lead of that. And the second level is then implement that, like to fulfill your blueprint, to fulfill your vision and your mission in reality world. So I combine that two perfectly together. So that's what I'm most proud of my coaching. So from the just high end level and to your bricks and models. So both levels, you will not miss it. And the first part we create, we first part will help you create yourself, create in your mind. That part you could use for the rest of your life, and that's the most important part. And then the implementation in the reality, right? So the Thursday will invite you to join our live masterclass. Okay, and I will share that link later. You will double check in our script, in our post. You will find that link. You will not miss it. And but today I'm inviting you. I'm also commitment to myself that I will use my serving way to best serving you, and whatever questions you have, I would be super happy to connect with you and answer your questions, and let's connect, and whatever way I could serve you, to lift you up, to empower you to be the best version of yourself, to make that impact and transformation in your community, in your field. I will be most proud of. Okay, I will most be feel honored to do that. So I would welcome your connection, and let's have further conversations. Okay, thank you so much, everybody, for listening to this week's Momentum Monday. We will look forward to seeing you soon inside of our masterclass and our next episode. Okay, take good care. Bye bye.